in the background is a double K.E.M strike with the FAD on Octane, not Overlord Shoddy Boss, and not even FEMA will be able to clean up the mess that OP Chaos leaves on this map. He goes on a 35 and a 29 gun streak, using the FAD with the suppressor in order to move in silence and violence, just like a bad boy, and he's also using the red dot sight because this gun's iron sights are uglier than Lindsay Lohan after a coke bender. He's also doing something that I've been noticing a lot lately, which is skipping the third perk in the specialist streak in order to get his gold star for excellence in class just a little bit earlier instead of prolonging the pain like staying home on Freshman Friday. If you fill up the 3 perk slots, you'll be waiting a while to get that extra points and that bonus. Let me know what you guys think of this tactic. I watch a lot of Peaceful Chaos's videos, and he just recently reached 10,000 subscribers, so congratulations to him on the milestone. He uploads a lot of Modern Warfare 2, which happens to be my favorite game as well. However, it's not without its faults, and that got me thinking, let's make a Jigsaw Call of Duty game. Let's pick and choose things from each of the games in order to make like a Frankenstein amazing game, because it just seems every year Call of Duty seems to take 1 step forward but 2 steps back. And there's Chaos taking that dude off the B flag, playing some defense like the Indiana Pacers. You can't take my objective, son. He's peering out there just like a meerkat out of a hole, picking up a McDouble. Toss that on the grill. Man, Deadeye is a great perk, isn't it? Anyways, there's always some new annoying bullshit to replace the mistakes that the previous developer made. Let's start with Call of Duty 4 and work our way up to Ghosts. Now for Call of Duty 4, I'm going to take the weapon and perk balance. What I mean by that is there wasn't a ridiculously OP gun, although you could probably make the case for the M16, but you had to be a decent shot to use it in such a manner that it would be ridiculously overpowered. All of the weapon classes were useful, but of course, I'd patch that ACOG scope damage glitch for the M48-3. Sorry, shit scopers. For the perks, yes, there were some annoying ones like Frag times 3, Juggernaut UAV Jammer, and Martyrdom Last Stand. But in the same tier were also ones that were extremely good. Bandolier and RPG for shooting down those helicopters, stopping power, sleight of hand, and extreme conditioning, steady aim, deep impact, so a douchey perk would come at a cost, unlike some of the later Call of Duty games. Now, people are probably yelling, yo, Schwantz, World at War perks are pretty much the same, but they play differently. Bomb Squad was almost a necessity because of how annoying the bouncing Bettys were. Impossible to spot and dodge. Unlike the bullets that Chaos dodged right there. Get shit on, kid. Flush the toilet. I'm gonna have to give you some Charmin after that one. Second Chance was also much more annoying since any fucking douche canoe could just be revived when they were dragging their ass along the ground. And there were many specialized perks in that game that were mostly completely useless. Shades? Fireproof? Reconnaissance? Come on now. For World at War, as stupid as it sounds, I want the voice acting back. Give me Kiefer Sutherland. Give me that German dude, the Russian guy, even the Japanese guy. The voice acting in Call of Duty sucks ass now. I also want limbs blowing off. When I get killed by a claymore, I want my fucking body to split in half. I want my arm to get shot off when I'm sniped. Bringing back the flamethrower would also be kind of cool, but please, for the love of God, no tanks. This ain't Battlefield, baby. Leave the vehicles to the experts. For Modern Warfare 2, I love the customizable kill streaks. I'm not a huge fan of the game-ending nuke, but the other streaks are really awesome to use and the fun factor is there. Unfortunately, there is the end of the 35 gun streak getting shot around cover. Watch this kill cam. Are you kidding me? That vector melts like butter in a microwave. Anyways, on the next gun streak here, he kills these 2 noobs playing some fucking hacky sack over by the A flag. Swing and a miss, Mark Reynolds. Why don't you try again, like Aaliyah would say. Getting the payback like Mel Gibson and capturing that A flag. Playing the objective like a boss. Anyways, back to the streaks. AC-130s, Harriers, chopper gunners, Predator missiles, emergency airdrops from the sky, all sick things. I also like how streaks can help you towards your next streak. Also, we'll take the gameplay mechanics like the hit registration, the lag compensation, etc, etc. Things seem to be just perfect in terms of the actual player movements in MW2. Now, Black Ops is my least favorite Call of Duty game, but it did have some amazing maps. Nuketown, Firing Range, Radiation, Summit, Grid, Havana, Jungle, Stadium. All great maps, and also interactive maps. I hated that annoying fucking train sound on WMD, but I did like the hatch concept on Radiation. I also like the contract system where you can gain XP from completing rotating objectives. It made me try and play different game modes that I wouldn't normally play. And holy shit, Chaos, turn around, it's Michael Myers. I know usually the black guy is the first person to die in a scary movie. Thankfully, you evaded him there. MW3 introduced strike packages, which I think is a good idea. Specialist is awesome for those lone wolf run and gun players, getting those perks in order to feel like just a fucking tank. Now, I like the idea of the support package, I just hate how it's implemented in the game. Stealth bombers, EMPs, ballistic vets, remote sentries, I could go on. I also liked how they introduced new game modes into the game during the life cycle to keep it fresh, like Infected, All or Nothing, Money in the Dank, Face Off. For Black Ops 2, I think score streaks are better than kill streaks or point streaks, but I'd modify the scheme slightly. Farming a hard point to get streaks is just as bad as the dude camping in the corner waiting for his Harrier to get him the kills in order to get the chopper gunner. I also like the pick 10 system where I could do away with the secondary because most of the time my secondaries were just rocket launchers to shoot random shit out of the sky that would happen. Speaking of shooting shit out of the sky, I was thinking at first, yo, Chaos, why don't you call in your K.E.M strike? It would definitely make this Helo Scout fuck off like underage kids at a party after the cops show up, but then I realized he's gonna shoot him out of the helicopter. That was fucking amazing. Anyways, if I'm not using a secondary, I could run an extra perk or an attachment on my gun. And of course, with my style of commentaries, the Codcaster mode, right up my alley, just like when I'm bowling. In Ghosts, I like the idea of unlocking any weapon whenever you choose. However, I think they should have made all of the items, like guns and equipment, like the perks, so that you could spend some points to unlock it now, or it becomes free at a certain rank. Why they did it for perks but not the other things is completely fucking asinine. I also like the new player mechanics like the slide and mantle, although the lean feature I think is completely useless like a white crayon. Do you guys see the walls that you could actually lean on? Who the fuck would ever program it to say, hey, lean on this wall that leads to abso-fucking-lutely nothing? So what about you guys? What things would you take from past Call of Duty games and cobble them together in your jigsaw Call of Duty? Let me know down in the comment section, and make sure you go hit up Chaos for more absolutely biblical gameplays. I've been the Schwantz27, and just like a CB radio, I'm over and out. Until next time.